What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 8. So, child, we are still at the smash it up place, and Tambra is still trying to explain to these people why this is a bad situation to meet up with her ex-boyfriend and the fact that he is lying. She said she need to call her attorney and the district attorney, because from my understanding, this is still like an ongoing situation. It's like these were some serious charges, and from my understanding, Tambra talked about it on the radio like it's not a secret, and it's definitely not a secret to these ladies. So for you to meet up with this man and allow him to even quote unquote explain himself, because Marie was like, I don't feel like the problem is he was just defending himself. But what is it to defend himself against? He has never come up on this show. Ain't nobody mentioned him. Tambra didn't use him as no storyline. There was nothing for him to defend. Marie and Leticia, y'all was being messy when y'all took y'all tail down there to meet with this man to hear what he had to say and then to bring it on the show. Now Leticia sitting there acting all innocent, talking about some, I'm sorry, Tambra, I was wrong. I'm sorry. You know, I shouldn't have went there to meet with him. I apologize. And Marie sitting there like, girl, whatever. Like, I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. I don't feel like it was nothing to apologize about. Tambra just being, extra and doing too much. And it is just, and I was like, see, I just can't, y'all. I just can't. I've been very vocal and very clear about how I feel about this whole situation, and I still feel that way. I feel like Marie was wrong as two left feet, as far as this situation is concerned. But anyway, so Tambra leaves. So then we trying to clear up the situation between Latrice and So Gucci. Look, at the end of the day, I said, I'm not going to keep reiterating. I ain't going to keep repeating myself. I said what I said. I understand that in real life, Latrice and So Gucci wasn't really best friends like that. And, all of that. And at the end of the day, here's what I know. What I know is Latrice asked So Gucci to help her find a building. She decided not to go with So Gucci. So Gucci said she had to find out about it on social media. Do I feel like Latrice could have called So Gucci and told her, thank you, but no thank you? Yeah, I think that's professional courtesy. As far as this whole situation with Selena is concerned, people are like, well, she set it up. I don't know if y'all know that, like, Selena and So Gucci have been at events together before in the past. Like, they literally were at Latrice's birthday party and actually danced together. So I don't think that Latrice anticipated that it would go the way it went. Did she think it might have been a little drama? Maybe. But I definitely don't think it was that she anticipated it going the way it went. So at this point, I'm over it. I'm tired of it. We've been talking about this since the first episode, and I'm just sick of it, okay? So then we had the ladies smashing shit up, child. They were smashing up the stuff. They finally actually got to the smashing up part. Now, Latrice and So Gucci, I don't think are in any better situation than where they started. I don't feel like nothing got resolved or nothing got accomplished, child. They got to arguing and yelling back and forth, and then they got to accusing Selena and Latrice of having a threesome. And Latrice ain't deny it. She was just like, you would wish that you could be a part of it or something like that. So then Marie was like, oh my goodness, did Latrice just confirm that they be having threesomes? Girl, no, she didn't confirm nothing. Calm down. Either way, I don't feel like nothing was resolved in this peace summit. The only peace that was made was between Akeisha and Leticia. And to be honest with you, there really wasn't no peace made in that. They just decided to just move on, right? So we see Akeisha moving into her new place. She moving out that other house into this newer house. Now, So Gucci was like, see, she asked me to help her find a place. And no, she chose not to go with my services. But she had the courtesy to call me and tell me. Okay, girl, we get it. So Marie shows up, So Gucci shows up, and I guess they're there to help her unpack. But all they do is end up talking about what happened down to the Peace Summit, child, or the non-Peace Summit. And they were talking about, Tambra being all dramatic and, all of these different things. Then we find out that it is So Gucci's birthday. JJ is having a party for her. And all of the ladies have been invited, including Latrice and Tambra. So that'll be interesting, right? So then we have Latrice meeting up with Tambra. And Latrice said, listen, all the ladies have sort of, exiled Tambra from, the collective, so to speak. So she's sort of odd man out. But they end up pretty much having a conversation about what happened at the Peace Summit and what's going on with her situation. And Tamra was like, look, this was a very real situation for me. Like, this man had a big effect on my life. Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't something to play with. And for them to, go out of their way to go and meet with this man, like, that was very hurtful, hurtful for me. And Tamra says she feels really hurt by Marie because she feels like her and Marie were friends. She said, I don't feel like I've done anything to her. Like, I've supported her. And I honestly thought that she was a friend. She said, I have a bad habit of thinking that I'm more important to people than what they are to me, And then Latrice just kind of talked about what happened with her and So Gucci or whatever. So then we have this scene with Marie and her mama. Now, let me say this, and I'm going to be as tactful about this conversation as I can be. Her mother has had some health issues. Her mother is now currently clean. Her mother had to because she was sick. She was in the hospital. She had to detox, right? She's sitting there telling Marie that she clean and she ain't never going to do it again. And Marie's sitting there like a 5-year-old girl wanting to believe her mama. Marie, baby girl, God is still in the blessing business, okay? But it's going to take the Lord himself to stop your mama from going back out there and getting that crack. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. What I'm saying is, your mama has been addicted for what, 20 years now? She has tried to get clean. She couldn't get clean to save her marriage. She couldn't get clean to raise her daughters, her children. You have provided her a place to live, money in her pocket, a facility, a place to go get clean, the therapy. You have done all of the things, and none of those things have worked. I pray that it works this time. So then we see So Gucci and JJ talking. And again, So Gucci is telling JJ what happened and how everything went down to the Peace Summit. And somehow another child, they done got on Latrice and Cliff and how messy they are and how they always in something. And he was like, well, Cliff stay drunk. So, of course, he said, that's why you can't never understand nothing he's saying. So, of course, they had to show us Cliff's all the times. They had to give Cliff a subtitle. And all the times Cliff had a drink in his hand, child. I mean, y'all know JJ funny, but... Child, so then we had to see his mama coming through there like a bulldozer, child. His mama came through like a wrecking ball. And again, you could tell she getting on their nerves, okay? Child, we finally see Essie. We ain't seen Essie all season. So we see Marie talking to Essie, going over, basically talking about what she got going on, talking about her mama, talking about being single, all the things. And Essie is giving her them words of encouragement, doing what she does best and letting her friend know, girl, you got this. You a bad bee. It's a lot going on, but I know you can make it happen. I know you can pull a way out of no way, honey. I know you can do this. Okay, girl? And they have a moment. Okay? They have a moment, child. Look, for as much as Marie is getting on my nerves this season, Marie definitely has a lot on her. She's got the grandbaby and her mama, she got a lot on her, child. She's still raising her daughter. We know she deals with the lupus. She got a lot. So we get to this party. I guess the theme is black and gold, child. So Gucci and JJ everybody got on black and gold. Everybody shows up to the party. The party looks really nice. I mean, it definitely looks like a really nice situation. They done rented out. Look like they done rented out a mansion, honey. Tamra shows up, child. Ain't nobody talking to her. She's just sitting over in the corner, like, sitting over there by herself. Latrice and Cliff come through, everybody there. Everybody's at the party. JJ gives this speech talking about how much he loves his wife. I feel like part of this episode is not, part of my review ain't here. I don't know. But, all of this is coming through. And Cliff said, I got a special guest. So everybody's like, who he got here? Who's here? Who's here? Who talking? Who this? Who that? Y'all, he don't bought a scripper. Now, mind you, it's a mixed crowd. It is men and women, old and young. Well, not too young, you know. You thought a scripper was appropriate? Now Marie is dancing up on this man like she at somebody's bachelorette party. I feel like I'm not understanding. Baby, Akeisha was confused. I'm confused with her. Akeisha's face was all confused, like what in the is going on here? Now, for what I could see, the only person from the show that they showed us engaging with this particular man is Marie. I did not see Leticia over there. We know Latrice wasn't over there because Cliff was up in the corner with a drink, child. Next thing you know, Leticia say her phone blowing up. She said Glenn is blowing her phone up. So she go outside to talk to Glenn. Come to find out, Clifton called Glenn and told Glenn that his wife is up in here with a stripper, all up on the stripper, right? Made it seem like Leticia was dancing on the ceiling with the stripper or something. So he going off on her talking about something. You my wife. You gonna respect me. You gonna respect me. And she started talking about, what are you talking about? Like, you ain't Cliff. I'm not Latrice. You don't control me. I said, ooh. Ooh. You don't control me. You don't tell me what to do. You gonna let Cliff. Well, no, I take that back. Leticia did get a man some money. She did put some ones on him. But again, she ain't do nothing ridiculous. She wasn't grinding up on him. None of that. She wasn't doing none of that. But I mean, she did get a man some ones. Okay. Glenn is blowing her phone up and she is going off on him talking about you don't control me like Latrice, like Cliff controls Latrice. You don't tell me what to do. And I was like, why you keep throwing Latrice up? Like, why you keep throwing Latrice up in this? Like, she ain't got nothing to do with none of this. But anyway, child, that was the episode because we're going to pick it up next week, I guess, with the two of them arguing, honey. Anyway, y'all, I apologize. I feel like part of this got messed up, but my bad. Y'all got the gist of it. I don't know what part is missing. I'm sorry. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace.